Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Aaron, with Evolution Daily, and what I thought I would do in this video today is something that I've never really seen done much before, and definitely something I've never done myself, which is, not going to be the easiest thing. Straight up, I'm just going to identify one of my current sticking points and the things that I'm doing to sort of get over it. So basically, what I've realized has been happening with me and my game over the last 6 months or so, I'd say, is I've been getting very impatient. And I've talked to a lot of guys about this and kind of like, reached out to some of my mentors and some of my peers, my wings, and, they have all experienced the same thing. And I think that you're going to experience this as well if you haven't already. Basically, what's happening is I'm getting very, very impatient with my interactions. So for a long time, I was getting to a point in my game where I was getting a lot of results by not putting in a ton of time into the interactions. So it would be to a point where I would go up and I would make my approach, I'd hook instantly, and a lot of the times these interactions would be around, 1:30, 2 in the morning, and I would end up getting a girl to come home with me within, 25 minutes of actually meeting her. Same thing goes for day game. I even got to a point where I was neglecting to even go on instant dates because I was finding that every once in a while I could just get it to where the girl wants to come home with me directly from actually just the open. And so what that's caused for me to not actually go through with something that I preach about all the time, which is really locking in to one set. I mean, one of my favorite interactions of all time was last December or so. I went out with one of my wings and I had gone up to a French girl on the street. I didn't know that she was French. I went up to a couple of girls. I had just hopped across the street, jogged a little bit, and a car came kind of flying in and didn't really come close to hitting me, but I went up to these two girls and I said to them, did you guys see that car almost hit me? And they were like, oh no, it didn't look like it was going to, whatever. And I'm like, oh, you guys not from around here? And she's like, I'm from France. And I'm like, oh shit, that's fucking awesome, because I took some French in high school and I speak it decently well. And so I start talking to this girl and my wing's hanging out with her German friend, and it's awesome. And what ends up happening is we hang out with these girls all night long. Like from the moment I get to the club around 10 p.m., we hang out with them, just going around, like got them a couple drinks, hung out with them all night, danced with them, made out with them a bunch, just had an epic night with these girls. And then at 2:30 in the morning, they're ready to come home with us. And I've gotten to a point where it's like, because I had those results earlier on, right? Like a while ago. But then recently, like I said, I'm having more of these like quick results, and I've gotten to a point where I'm like not even willing to do shit like that anymore. I'll be engaged in a set with a girl where things are going great, but it's not quite ready to pull yet, and I'll go for the pull anyway, because in my mind, it's just like, all right, I'm gonna go for the pull now because one of two things is gonna happen. One, I'm gonna pull, or two, I can just move on and not waste my time anymore. And that's not good. That's being massively, massively results oriented. Because that's me essentially saying to myself, either consciously or subconsciously, I don't even want to have fun with this girl for the next 4 to 5 hours before I end up fucking her. And I just want the result now. I want it now, now, now. Which is, honestly, it's a product of our society. That's the way that we function now. That's the way that our world operates. Fucking, you just scroll through your Instagram and you're bored of that. You head over to your Snapchat, you head over to your Facebook, and then hopefully ding, 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 you get a fucking text message, your Tinder goes off. Everything is just now, now, now. Constant gratification. And so what I've done recently is, over the last couple of weeks or so, as I've been able to actually witness this and acknowledge it and come to terms with the fact that this is a sticking point of mine, is I'm making a very serious effort to get in with one girl and plow until I've got her hooked enough and invested enough to where she's willing to hang out with me for a long period of time. So the last few times that I've actually gone out, I have had it to where I either end up pulling or don't pull, but the girls are girls that I'm hanging out with for, again, like I said, hours at a time. I'm bringing them over to my friends, and maybe it's not, consistently that we're, just one-on-one talking for 3-4 hours or anything like that, but it is that I'm locking into the set And so it's something that I'm working on, and I definitely think it's something that you guys need to work on if it is something that you do struggle with. And like I said, I mean, I've talked to a lot of guys who say, yup, I've been there before, or I totally see where you're coming from on that. And you know, it's something that I'm going to be working on alongside with you guys. I mean, I like to do a lot of these videos where I give you guys a ton of, you know, really solid advice, things that I'm doing in the field, things that are working for me, getting me results, getting my wings results, getting my students results. But sometimes every once in a while, I don't mind showing a little vulnerability. I'm trying to document my transformation, my evolution, if you will, in the game. And so I hope that this video could maybe either help you to, you know, identify that sticking point in yourself, or maybe in the future, if you feel that start to happen, then you'll be able to reference this video and come back and watch it and just know that it's not really healthy behavior. And in fact, you should be going out, and if you get into a really good conversation with a girl that you're really interested in for one reason or another, she's hot, she's interesting, she's fun to be around, or a combination of the three, then just stick in it and see what you can make of it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to sign up for my free course if you've yet to do so already. It's evolutiondaily.com/free course. And of course, subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.